G-Squad, what's happening with y'all, baby? Tall Guy Car Reviews back with another legendary video. Now, I know it's been a while since I've done a car review, and I see all the comments. I read all the comments to all my videos. For all the people out there who thought I burnt up a Connect, no, listen, Tall Guy Car Reviews just ain't been doing no car reviews in a long time. Now, just because my name is Tall Guy Car Reviews don't mean that's all I got to do. I can do whatever I want to do, how I want to do it, when I choose to do it. But today, I want to do a car review, man. And today, we got a special kind of whip. I actually been wanting to review this whip for a long time. Now, before we get started on the car review, let me start by saying the car review videos don't really get a lot of clicks. And at the end of the day, it is a business. I love doing cars. I love doing car reviews. I would do any car on this entire planet, whether it's the bottom of the mook trim or the top of the mook trim. But the people that watch the videos on the YouTube don't really click, don't really do this right here unless it's the most legendary, most top of the mook whip. Now, this isn't the most top of the mook whip. This is not an RS5. This is just a regular S5 Sportback 2018 Tiptronic 3.0 Quattro. But now, see, I know a little bit of analytics now, but this is the thing. At the end of the day, I got a family to feed. I got business. This is a business. This is an LLC conglomerate type. It's about to go all the way. Yeah, it's about to be what it was. But right now, we are where we are, and we're still starting up. So everything that I do matters, and then I always focus on what the G Squad people want to see. And when y'all don't do this on every video, it lets and determines which ones I do and which ones I should focus on. Y'all like to see a lot of videos with my Hellcat. Y'all like to see a lot of videos with my Ram, the Ram Breezy and the Hellkeezy, for those who ain't G Squad don't already know. But today, I'm gonna take the response, I'm gonna take the feedback that y'all give me with this 2018 Sportback 5 joint, and I got this car right here is the next review I'm about to do next. This is the new 2018 or 2009, that's my man's right here, real cool guy. That is the RS3. That review is coming shortly after this one. So I'm gonna watch this video on how the views do and the people that are watching the ads during this one, so make sure you don't skip none of them commercials. So for the people that ain't G Squad, when that little commercial pop up in my video, make sure you do not skip that, because that's how we get this. If anything, interact with the ad, click the ad, go to the website, then come back and watch out the rest of the video and don't skip no ads. I greatly appreciate it. But I'm gonna watch the analytics of this video and this video right here. So make sure you ain't skipping no ads. My man, go ahead and introduce yourself, Jake.
I'm Jake, work here at Audi Richfield. So we got a RS3 2018 and a 2018 S5 Sport.
Boom, there you go. My man coming over to get together. Every time I see him, he always comes up and shows me love. So, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta always reciprocate that love to the G Squad, because he's G Squad. You know what I mean? So this is the review we're gonna do today. And then from here, and stay tuned for this video, it's going up tomorrow. But this is the one I'm gonna pay attention to analytics, and we're gonna see how the views and all that stuff too. Now that's the reason why I ain't been doing that many car reviews, because it's been seeing that y'all been wanting to see a lot of my Hellcat videos and a lot of Ram Breezy videos, which are legendary videos, ain't they, Jake?
Yes.
Come on, man, that's my man. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that paw, you know what I'm saying? But this is the one that we're doing today. Now, Jake knows a little bit of something about this. So go ahead and tell him something, Jake.
All right, so this is our S5 Sportback. It's new for 2018.
And this is Audi Richfield, correct?
Yes.
This is the building. This is it all right here, right?
Right off 494.
Okay, there you go, man. And shout out to my guys, Joe and Rob and everybody up here, man. But this is the Sportsback day before they had the two-door and it was just the coupes. Right. And then they invented it and turned it into the four-door, correct?
Exactly.
Come on, man. That's really the biggest thing about the new fives is the new four doors. And to be honest, I'm a coupe guy, but I love the new four-door look on this, because it kind of gives it the same look of an Audi A7, right? Now,
that's exactly what it's kind of shooting for. It's a cheaper
A7. Exactly, and it is that. I've seen a lot of these rolling around the street, and I absolutely love them. I think Audi killed the game when they came out with this four-door A5, because the thing was the A5s, the S5, and the RS5 were all legendary. And I've done a review on the A5, I've done a car review on the S5 and the RS5. And this, to me, even though I haven't even driven it yet, is better, because even though in the coupes I'm 6'10", and understand I have good leg room, good headroom in the A5, RS5. It's pretty much the same car. It's just the engine and the little bitty trims that change the higher levels you go up, for the people that don't know. But I had good leg room and good headroom. If you haven't watched those videos, go watch those videos right now. Don't skip no ads when you go watch them. But this one right here is better to me, because even though I haven't even driven it, it has the back seat. Now for anybody,
It's got a lot of headroom.
and that's a deciding factor for a lot of families out there. They love the coupe and they want the coupe feel, but they can't have the coupe not so much practicality. You see what I'm saying? So they go for the four-door to get that practicality. So I think not only did they aim towards the Audi fans and the people and the consumers that love their cars, but they aim to the people who want the practicality with the same coupe feel. And this is exactly what this Audi does for you. It got the new headlights, it got the new grille, I even like the new hood, it got the little lines. It's a legendary whip now, I like it now. Look at the red calipers, the rims, I don't know, is these the best rims you can get on these? Okay, I was gonna say, because they kind of weak, you know what I mean? But they still, but they is though, ain't they?
Right.
They a little weak.
In my opinion, I wouldn't opt for this one.
I wouldn't get those wheels either, but the car is nice, and I know those are the best wheels you can get because I've seen the new S5s with better wheels. So I know that much, you know what I mean? But they're nice nonetheless. You got the blinker incorporated right here with the aluminum top. You got the sunroof on there. You need that, obviously, you know, and then you got the back right here. It still look like everything, it doesn't take nothing away from the regular A5 coupe or S5 coupe. It looks the exact same way. Only difference is it just got 4 doors now. Come on, now understand that. And that's the special part. That's why we chose this one today, because it got the red leather seats. And plus, it just came out with the new 4-door. So I was like, you know what? I know the G Squad want to see that. Like I said, stay tuned for this video because that one's coming tomorrow, man. But I'm gonna hop on the inside and we're gonna talk about the interior. We were about to start the inside review, and then guess who just rolled up? G Squad subscriber, man. Go ahead, talk to him, Champ.
Yeah, from Detroit, you know, from out here.
Oh, you know, I was just in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The police department paid me to come out there and rock with them and talk to the people and all that. It was a legendary event, man. You know what I mean? So I was just out there. It was, you know, Detroit show big love. That's where, see the Hell Keezy right there?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Go check that joint out, man. I'm gonna knock out the rest of this review, baby.
All right.
I appreciate you. Anything you want to shout out?
Yep. Hey, everybody.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Yep.
G Squad type is right there, man. But yeah, so let's go ahead and start and just talk about the inside of the interior of the new 2018 Audi S5 Sportback 3.0T Quattro Tiptronic joint, man, with the red seats with the diamond tread stitching. Look at the bolstering. Is the bolstering insane? Of course it is. Look at that joint. Audi always kills the interior. Look at the Alcantara on the door panel with the carbon fiber and the red stitching and all that, with the Bang Olufsen sound system, which sounds amazing. Now, this is the thing about sound system. Oh yeah, make sure you go to www.tallguycarreviews.com and get your merch ASAP. I got a whole bunch of different sizes. I got the Tall Guy Car Reviews, I got the Big Mook, or on top of the Mook, I got the Big Legendary, I got all that, man. So make sure you go there and get your merch ASAP. But this is the thing about the Audi interiors and the Bang Olufsen and just all sound systems in every car. You can never, it's just like an exhaust note. You can never fully get the full exhaust note. Like on my Hellcat, you can never get the full legendariness of the exhaust note on camera. I don't know what it is, but then you see them or you hear it in person, it sounds amazing. But on the video, it sounds good, but you never really capture all the ups and downs of the exhaust note that make it so top of the mook, right? And it's the same thing with this and the sound system. I would love to play the Bang Olufsen sound system, the Harman Kardon, and all the other stuff, all them other sound systems out there that go into these cars. But the thing is, it's very hard to capture it on camera, like, so I don't even try. But the Bang Olufsen sound system is a really good sound system, and so is the Harman Kardon. I love both. Those are probably like my top 2. I don't think I've heard any other ones that really are top of the mook or higher than those, but then again, I ain't been in every car on the planet either. So without further ado, let's get right back to the video, man. But you got this Audi steering wheel, right? It's got the circle steering wheel. Now y'all know what I like, G Squad. I like the flat bottom joint. So the fact that this don't got the flat bottom and it is an S5, they kind of get docked a point for that, right? But they do got the red stitching, and it is a modern, way better looking steering wheel than it was in the other Audis. Now, granted, every time a new car comes out, every single year, it's gonna have little things that are better than the last one before. Keeping up with the Joneses with the car is a very expensive thing to do. You gotta pretty much be the bag man to do that every single year. But this one doesn't have a flat bottom, and that is one thing where I'm like, you know what, I wish it did have that. And one thing that I really like about these ones though, that really give it big kudo points, is this right here. Look at the whole touchscreen display. Let me just go ahead and start over here. Now the start-stop button right there. Don't worry about the water. That's just Audi Richfield just gave me this water. It was, you know, legendary water too. It tastes like Aquafina type. It tastes like something that was poured right out of the iceberg that what sank the Titanic and all that. But there you go, the start engine stop button. Let's go ahead and start it up. Now watch the full digital display pop up. See, now that right there is what is called legendary, and that right there. See, so I got this whole full touchscreen, or not touchscreen display, but digital display, and then you got this full digital display. Now these little things make a big difference. To me, I'm not gonna say the inside matters more than the outside, but to me, and in my opinion, this is where you spend most of your time commuting back and forth to work. This is, I don't know why that thing is beeping. Let's see what it's talking about. Okay, I don't know. We're gonna just figure it out later. But this is the thing to me. This is where you spend most of your time commuting back and forth to work, taking your kids to daycare and back, going to the grocery store and back. You spend the most time in the interior of your car. So a lot of times people will cheap it out on the interior and go expensive on the exterior. Now that to me, cool, because that's the people that care about, you know, the outside perception of what people think about your car. Which, you know, every car person loves to get gratitude for how dope their car looks. But the interior of the car to me is like slightly more important, because if it's your car that you already like, you're gonna get something that you like and it looks good on the outside. Nobody wants a car that don't look good on the outside, but the interior is where you spend most of your time. So the interior to me matters a lot. Like when you ain't got the full digital display, you ain't got this display right here, it makes a big difference, right? Now, the carbon fiber and all that, everybody knows I like the carbon fiber. Why do I like the carbon fiber? Because you name me one cheap-ass car that has carbon fiber in it. So let's get an understanding that when you have carbon fiber in your car, it lets everybody know and yourself know every time you get in your car that you have to have the bag to get something like this. It's not a cheap car. I've never seen a cheap car with carbon fiber in it. That's why every time I see a car with carbon fiber in it, I go crazy because it looks good. And I always like the glossy carbon fiber like this right here because it makes a big difference. Now the matte can look good in some cars, but in this one, it's the best one. Now right here, you got the empty and full, and even that is a digital light bar that goes up and down as you get fuel or lose fuel. And you got the temperature light over there. And then from here, you know, this is like every other touchscreen digital display. This is on a full tank right now, and you get about 400 miles to a full tank, which is really good, relatively speaking. Now let's go here and navigate through here. On this side, you can do a bunch of stuff, right? You can do notes, you can do the GPS. That's where I would always keep it because look how legendary that looks. And then I would always keep it right here in the middle too because look how legendary that looks with the RPMs and all that. That's when you're on your raceman type of mode. And then over here, you can change between the dates and times and other stuff. You can literally have whatever on the left and whatever on the right. Pretty much you can design it and configure it however you want it that best fits you and best suits you. Now you do got the little S right here, which makes a big difference. You do have the S on the seats, which makes another big difference. I wish they would have put the S's back there, but what they did do to make up for all that, they got the diamond tread stitching seats. Now if you go back here, I'm gonna give you a backseat review because obviously I'm 6'10". Let me just go back here and show y'all so that way y'all get a full understanding. This is my leg room in the front seat. Look at my leg room. I'm 6'10" now, and I'm moving my legs like this, and my seat is all the way back and pushed all the way down. And this is my leg room. I'm not hitting the steering wheel at all. I'm 6'10", 220 something pounds. So there y'all go, man. Look at the headroom right here. My headroom is even cool. Like, it's not the most, like, granted, like I said, my seat is all the way down. My headroom is cool. You do have the sunroof, so obviously if you're taller, you want to, I would never stay away from the sunroof, but for the people who only care about their headroom, you want to stay far away from the sunroof because the sunroof always gives you limited headroom. But if you didn't have a sunroof, I'll have a whole different pocket up here where my head wouldn't even be close to even touching the ceiling. This is with my seat all the way down and pushed all the way back, and this is where my headroom is at. It's not bad, but as you can see, I kind of got like a little tall mohawk, so it's rubbing up on the top, which ain't bad. But let me get in the back seat. Let me give y'all a review back there, man. All right, now, so let's open the back door right here. And first off, let me show you this right here. Look how the back door opens up. I like that. It's just not like a regular door handle. You got the Alcantara back here. You got the carbon fiber. You got the red stitching with the black leather right here. They did not cheap it out back here at all. Now listen, I'm not even gonna try to squeeze my big ass back into the back of the seat because obviously I cannot fit. But I do have better room over there with a person who's a little bit more average size and a more normal human being. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna hop in the back seat right there and give y'all a full understanding of how a 6'10" person could fit in the back seat. And if I can fit back here, that lets you know anybody under 6'10" can definitely fit back here. So let me go ahead by putting this foot in first, and I'm gonna put this right foot in right backwards. Now look at my leg room. Not bad at all, right? Now this is probably an average size human being, maybe 6 foot, maybe 6'2" and below. So they're cool right there. The headroom is cool, obviously, because I would be cool. Now, granted, if you have a kid like myself and my woman, he's about 11 years old. He could fit right here, no problem. His knees would be right, like close, but he wouldn't be squished. He could still be cool back here, and I wouldn't have to compromise none of my leg room or my headroom. Now, this is the little bit of a drawback with the sport backs, right? It's like an Audi A7. This is the drawback with Audi A7 as well, is you get the look, you get the design, but you got to figure out what is important to you, right? This right here, for me, wouldn't be a big deal to me. I would take this over, let's say, another car that has more headroom but doesn't look as good because, excuse me, the look of it is so crazy. The backseat of it is crazy, and you still get the practicality, but it's just, you got to limit the headroom. And how often are you really going to have somebody 6'2" or higher sitting in the backseat of your car? Probably never, unless you got teammates or something like that. But even then, yeah, they can't afford their own car. Like, I would just, no, I would get this, no question about it. And I wouldn't be worried about the backseat headroom unless I'm worried about getting chauffeured or something like that. But I think the people who are getting chauffeured and got that type of money aren't getting this car right here because that would be more like Maybachs and all that other kind of stuff. And Audi has their own A8s and all that other stuff that you could buy as well that's under the Audi brand if you wanted an Audi and you wanted to be chauffeured and stuff like that. That would be the more car that'd be more suitable to something like that. But in this brand, and then the people, in the niche of people who are looking for this car, I wouldn't let this backseat headroom bother me or alter me from not buying this car. It's such a legendary car. Wouldn't bother me at all. One thing that's really good that they did with this Audi was the fact that they added cup holders back here too. So they got this little storage practicality spot right here, boom. And then you can open up the cup holders and all that other stuff. I don't know, let's see the cup holders right here, boom, here it goes right here. That's a legendary look right there, I like that. So you just shut it, boom, boom. That is actually pretty cool, I like that. And it's not the little flimsy one. So you know when you get some of them cars that be flimsy, you hit one hard corner and it just pops right up out the joint, big loose booty joint. It's definitely not that. So you can just shut it, put it back up there, and then it's good to go, man. Now let's go ahead and pop the hood, and I'm gonna show you what's up under the thing, because I know a lot of y'all Jeep Squad, y'all like to see what's up under that hood. Y'all want to hear numbers, torque, horsepower, and all that good stuff. My dog Thrill ain't here, man, so he can't pop the hood. Mr. Organic, Mr._Organic with a K. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel, but I'm just go ahead and pop that joint big regular, open it up like so, and there y'all go right there. Now, it might not look like much, right? It is just a V6 and all that other good stuff. I know a lot of people like the V8s, but it got, and now right now, I'm being honest with y'all, I'm looking at my phone right now, and I'm telling y'all the exact horsepower. Exact horsepower from what I'm looking right now on the internet, it says 354 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque. Yeah, y'all go right there. That's all the analytics y'all gonna get from me. If y'all want more than that, you gotta go to a different YouTube channel and check them joints out right there. Jake just told me something right here. So he told me if I pop off the, or if I pop open the hood and pop that off, you can see the turbochargers. So where they at? Right
under the heat.
Oh yeah, there they go right there, boom. Hey, that's a crazy little fun fact right there, Jake. I appreciate that, champion.
When they came out, people were taking off the heat shields,
so
you could see them, and they're melting the hoods. So this little piece of metal is saving that hood.
Oh wow.
That was a big issue. People were like, oh, just pop off that off, I can see the turbos. But
oh, okay, and that just saved it right there. So like, boom, boom, put that low on there, and then you good to go. So, and there's 2 turbochargers, right? That's what I thought. V6. That's nice. We about to see what it's like, Jake. I'll be right back, my man. I appreciate you. All right, man. So let's go ahead and hop up in there. You see how I kind of had to duck in. I'm a little bit of a tall guy. So let's go ahead and buckle up. We're going to go on a drive. One thing I didn't show y'all is that they have this little practicality right here where you can put like USBs and all the good stuff. Makes a big difference. Now, this is the key fob to the Audi S5. Now, to a lot of people, the key fob doesn't really matter. To me, it matters a lot. Here's the reason why. Because when you got a car, right, and it's a nice car, the last thing you want to do, everything about your car has to feel good, including the key fob. So let's say you go somewhere and you give your car to valet, you know what I mean? And you give, you know, you want to have at least a nice, decent, legendary key fob for a nice, legendary car. Or better yet, let's say if you're a single person, you out there mingling, and then, you know, you put your wallet in everything, you go to a girl house, you put the key fob down there, and it look like an old 1932 Ford joint. No, you want, definitely when you get an Audi, you want a little something that's a little bit more refined and all that. So when you pull out your key fob, you say, hey, baby, you know, go ahead, take the Audi, you know, park in the garage for me. You want to give them something that looks legendary and up to par. Now, the back of this joint looks really, really good. Now, this looks like 2018 Audi type material right here in the back. Now, the front looks slightly more embarrassing, but it's okay because you got the back joint right there, which is the big difference. That's the look that you get when you put your key fob down and all that good stuff. To me, I don't know about y'all, matters a lot to me. Now, this is the key fob to the S3 right here, right? Now, if I had to choose between this one and this one, I'd rather take this key fob over that key fob because look at this one right here. This is one key I really dislike. I know they do this in case your battery go dead on your key fob or whatever, but anytime you can hit a button and it does this, I don't like it. It's kind of like, you know, Volkswagen. I know Volkswagen, Audi, all kind of share the same stuff, all that good stuff, man, but I just don't like it. And this right here looks like something that does not belong there. It looks like something that belongs on a garage opener. And then the back of it, even though it's an RS, it has, the whole thing should be like an RS, full legendary, but nonetheless, still nice. And we're gonna do that review next. So everybody stay tuned for the RS3 because that just hit the streets. That's a real nice one. I know a lot of people gonna wanna see that one. But anyway, let's go ahead and put the keys up. Let's put this joint in drive. Now, like I told y'all, I told you the horsepower, I told you the torque and all that good stuff. So let's just get right to it, man, and take off. And let's see what y'all think about this. And more important, let's see what I think. Now, this does have the heads-up display. The heads-up display is pretty much, you can tell your speed and all that stuff on the windshield while you're driving, all that good stuff, without having to push or take your eyes off the road. So that's the dope part about that. I always love the heads-up display, not because of the analytical purpose behind it. I like it just because it's legendary. You can see it looks like a projector displaying something on your windshield. That's why I like it so much. It just feels so legendary, man. But as I'm taking off in the dealership, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I like the way this joint driving. It's smooth. I haven't even punched it yet. It's a legendary car. It's an Audi, man. So that's what you got to know. Anytime you hop in the Audi, I don't care if it's an old one, a new one, you're going to feel real prestigious. You're going to feel real top of the move. And that's how I'm feeling right now driving this. One thing I really like about the Audi that makes it special to me, and I found this out when I was driving my guy PJ's Audi back from Florida. Shout out to my guy PJ and my guy Henry, you know, a subscriber that came out on my first meet and greet. I had one subscriber that showed up on my meet and greet, man. To a lot of people, it would have been the most legendary thing on, or the most embarrassing thing on earth. But to me, it was the most legendary, man. So shout out to him, man. His YouTube channel is Dino Kill. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel, man. But this is the thing about the Audi, man, that makes it so legendary to me, is the fact that it has no sound. Now, for a lot of people, that could be a con. For a lot of people, it could be a pro. But I feel like the niche people that are buying an Audi, I feel like this is more for a car that's in the professional world. You work at, you know, the Wall Street, or you work at the bank, you know, a real professional job where perception of you and your professionalism matters a whole lot. Now, obviously, there's different stereotypes of people that own different cars, and I think that's the stereotype that best fits the people who buy the Audi. Now, you might be with all the fast and the speed and all that stuff, but you're not gonna get a crazy car with a crazy exhaust note and all that good stuff. You're gonna get a car that goes blistering fast really quick without making a whole lot of noise and making a really big scene, but at the same time you look super professional driving it. Now, that's just my opinion, and I feel like this car fits that kind of person perfectly, and that kind of person is exactly my guy PJ. For anybody who watches my videos, you know that is PJ 1,000,000%. Wears the suit and the tie, and even on his off days, he still tries to keep that professional kind of look with casual wear, dressing, not too loud, not too quiet, just right. And you try that the perception of your life and what you're doing matters a whole lot. And I feel like that's what the audience that the Audi targets. It's fun, it's fast, and all that good stuff, so you're gonna be able to do what you want to do. But I feel like that's the people that it targets, and I feel like it's doing a great job at doing that. All right, now one thing I want to share with y'all is how this joint goes around corners. It goes around corners real good, real structured. Now, y'all know I'm not an analytical dude, so I'm doing my best here to give y'all the best responses that I can possibly give y'all, the best possible feedback that I can give y'all to a person who may be looking to buy the 2018 Audi S5 Sportback joint. And this is what I'm doing. Now, I don't even drive with two hands on the steering wheel. Y'all know me, G Squad. This is how I usually drive. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm gonna keep it G for the G Squad. But one thing I am gonna do, I'm gonna keep this joint in sport, and I'm gonna play with the pedal shifters a bit. And y'all, I gotta put two hands on the steering wheel. I gotta do what I'm not necessarily comfortable with doing, but this is, I know what a lot of people do when they get this kind of car. They play with the pedal shifters, and they're a real analytical person. So I'm gonna do my best to give you the best possible feedback I can give you on how instantaneous the pedal shifters are and all that other good stuff while shifting up and down and all that good stuff. Now, you got four different modes. You got comfort, you got auto, you got dynamic, you got individual. Right now, I am gonna be in sport mode, and I'm gonna play with these pedal shifters and give it the full move. Now, I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna give it just enough to give y'all full understanding if it's fast, it's slow, and all the good stuff. So let's give it a shot. I'm not gonna go balls to the wall. I'm just gonna give it a little bit. Now, it's shifted by itself. That's the auto mode. Now I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna go like this. You see how the RPM just went up? Let's give it a little bit and see what it do. Ultra fast, and the pedal shifters are instantaneous. It gives you exactly what you want, how you want it, and the pedal shifts are buttery real smooth, man. That's the best I'm gonna do for y'all. All right, G Squad. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all how I feel about this car. If you're looking to buy this car, let me just go ahead and show y'all exactly how much this joint costs. It costs $67,475. That's with every bell and whistle that you can get on here. It obviously has a sunroof. It has the, the dynamics, the sport, the full digital display, everything you want. It got the red seats with the diamond tread stitching. You think it comes regular like that? That is definitely not no base model S5 that you get that's coming looking like this with these kind of seats. Do I think it's worth $67,475? Absolutely, 1,000,000%. That's just me though. If you go looking around and you try to figure out what car you can get for that price or at that point that's going to give you this kind of feel that's directed toward this niche audience that's trying to buy this kind of car, you're not going to get it. So to me, I think this is the best deal that you can get in that price. To me, this is just my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. I'm just telling y'all this is my opinion. I think it's worth $67,475, and that's just, like I said, that's just my opinion. Now, granted, there's other competitors that this car competes with and all the stuff that's within a good fair price bracket, but to me, I think Audi stepped it up big time about the touchscreen display, the heads-up display, this right here, the diamond tread seats, the refinement of it, the horsepower, the feel, everything, man. Honestly, if you haven't watched the review where I did the 2018 Audi R8 V10 Plus, which is in here right now, the Audi Richfield here in Richfield, Minnesota. This is the place you want to go if you want to buy an Audi. These are my guys up here. I work with every last person in here, to the salespeople, all the way to the vice president of this company right here at this location. So let's get a full understanding on how legendary they really are. And all my fans and all my subscribers in the G Squad, y'all know that I don't lie. If I like something, I love it. And if I don't like something, I hate it, and I'm gonna tell y'all why exactly I hate it. And I'm keeping it real with y'all, man. I like these people right here. They do real good business, and they're really smart people, and they give you the best deals. And the people that's in here, just real smart people, and I wouldn't recommend nobody to go to somebody that wouldn't do right by you. And I feel like these people would do very right by you. But then again, like I said, that's just my opinion, and that's just what I read from and off the business relationship that I have with them. So if you want to get an Audi, come to Audi Richfield. I'm gonna have the number pop up right there for y'all. For anybody who's looking to buy Audi, come here to Minnesota. You never know, you might catch me in the Audi dealership because I'm up here all the time. You know what I mean? I was up here a lot before, but then, you know, I wasn't doing car reviews for a good minute. So, you know, this is my first one back. You know, tell me what y'all think. Comment below. Let me know what y'all think about the review, man. I broke it down, got real analytical for y'all. You know, I did a bunch of stuff that I usually don't do in my car reviews, but I did it for y'all, G Squad, because this is what y'all been asking me. I pay attention a lot to what y'all want from me. If you talking troll stuff and ish, I just ignore you, and I don't even listen to none you say. You should just be banished, right, from all of the internet. But for the people who are real G Squad, and y'all just giving me destructive criticism, and it's and I think it's really good and wholesome, and you're coming from a good place with good intentions, then I listen to those. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people have been wanting to see a car review in a long time, but I feel like I told you earlier in the video, a lot of people, the analytics don't really show. That's what a lot of people are tuned into. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I love doing all cars, but at the end of the day, it's a business before anything, and it's business before BS. So let's get it understood. But that's it for this car review today, man. Like I told you, $67,475. It's $54,400 without all the bells and whistles. And I think $13,000 is about worth it, because you're gonna spend at least that if you're trying to get your car ultra legendary and top of the mook like this one is, man. But there y'all go, Tall Guy Car Reviews, Slim. I'm out of here, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe and hit that bell so y'all get a notification whenever I post a new video, baby. But Tall Guy Car Reviews, man, I'm out of here. I'll see you on the next video, man.